Good morning, everyone. Susan Newton here. It is my pleasure to announce that I'm going to be kicking off a new YouTube video channel. So this will sort of support and pick up where the Facebook Lives leave off, and or similar information, but just another way for you to access it and another way for it to really get out there in the world for people to grab onto and begin to shift through fresh perspectives and have those messages of empowerment that they're able to access within and use tools for transformation to apply it in your everyday world and be able to live in this different way of life that I'm sharing with you that has been imparted to me. So before we go any further, it is with purity of intention and unconditional love that we request and receive divine and pure insights, wisdoms, and truths, and that all things come forward in a manner in which they're able to be clearly understood and integrated into your everyday life for your purpose and path of best destiny. All right. Well, thank you so much. It is truly with an open heart and purity of intention from myself that I share these teachings and wisdom as a way of life that has been imparted to me through my asking of it, asking assistance and help and clarity from God to be able to live my life in a more peaceful way. So I want to start just by sharing a little bit about the foundation. I've been asked multiple times, how did I get interested in this? How did this become a passion of mine? And it really was truly through my life experiences that I asked for assistance and asked for help in that place of turmoil, that place of pain that I was feeling and discomfort. And really quite literally couldn't understand why it was happening and or how to move through it in a useful way. So when I asked God for assistance, and actually the asking was really in a question of why does this keep happening to me, information started to flow fairly freely and regularly and has come to me and through me for the last probably 15 years or so now. And it continues to expand, and I'm truly enjoying sharing it with other people. So what is the information? What's the purpose of it? The purpose of it is to assist people and facilitate in opening their heart. What does that mean exactly? Opening your heart means that you look at everything that you've experienced, all of the things that have been uncomfortable, all of the things that you may have an emotional charge still on, and then be able to integrate those parts and teach them something different, bringing it up into the speed of more clarity and purity rather than judgment. Judgment meaning needing something to be different than what it is to be able to be happy. So it is stepping out of victimhood and stepping into more of a self-actualized place with God's love flowing not only to you, because it's flowing to you all the time, but then through you as you choose to live your life through your thoughts, words, behaviors, feelings, and actions in a way that is more in alignment with God's unconditional love. And as you do that, you come into closer relationship with yourself, and thus you have more successful relationships with those who are in your outer world, family members. You're able to set boundaries in a little bit more successful way, so you're not enabling behaviors and patterns that aren't useful for you. So it's a different language. Here's the deal, guys. The foundation that we all live on is what it is, right? Our past is what it is. The past history of the world that we live in is what it is. What you do with that foundation is where we're working, okay? So the platform that's on top of that foundation is definitely a part of how you pay your energy forward, how you pay the past patterns forward. Are you repeating them through your angst toward them, or are you embracing, loving, and appreciating all of it so that you can pay something different forward? So that's where the work is. It lies within fresh perspective. It lies within messages of empowerment that are unique to every single person, and then tools for transformation. So the messages of empowerment come to you and through you always based on your unique beauty and your unique experience that you've had and that your lineage has had. Everybody transmits and interprets things differently based on what they've experienced. So when you can remember that and you can get into touch with all of the parts of yourself in a way that is useful for you, absolutely leading your life in a way that is joyous and that allows you to fulfill your purpose in that day, will then be contributing to your part of the bigger picture, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those who you encounter and who you have in your family and who you are yet to encounter, relationships that maybe you have not come into awareness of yet. So the work is very transformational. The purpose and goal is really truly for you to be able to love yourself, to stop living the lies. Many of us live the lie of we're not good enough, maybe we've done something wrong, and sometimes that's very subtle, it's just an underlying thing. Other times it's very visible and very apparent, and you can see it in people's actions. Sometimes they overcompensate and they are very terminology that is used sometimes egotistical, where they're, real strong, when in essence it's a cover-up for their feeling of not being good enough or having done something wrong or not being loved, having not been loved when they were growing up in a way that was really supportive of who their unique person was. So the work is just very beautiful, very transformative in all ways, and allows for honor to the past, awareness in the present moment, and creation of a very peaceful, beautiful future, rather than being have angst to the past in your present moment. What that does is leapfrogs the past circumstances into the future that maybe aren't useful anymore, but they certainly were useful in the past. And when we can become aware in our present moment that we are grateful and loving of all things, in spite of if we understood it or not, that's when you're able to really create that transformation and create that shift within first. That's how you become the change that you would like to see in the world, and pay something different forward. And all the while, you're not having to run from something, because of course, if it's part of your experience, it's not like you can run away from it. It happened. You experienced it. But you can absolutely get to know it. There are lots of tools and fresh perspectives and messages of empowerment to facilitate each person along their way on this journey. It's such beautiful work for me. I'm very honored and grateful to every one of my mentoring clients, because each individual is so unique. When I work with people, new information comes all the time through our energetic interaction. So my coming into the space of a group, or my coming into the space of an individual, my coming into the space on this video, there are specific things that will start to unfold and present themselves, and we will all be working together for a more peaceful, harmonious future. So thanks very much for your time. I'm looking forward to adding videos to this YouTube channel regularly, and having all of you guys share it and like it would be awesome. The more that you share it and the more that you like it and the more that you pay it forward to other people, you'll show up in someone's life right in that divine timed moment. Then God will allow for everything to unfold as He always does in divine timing. So thanks so much again for your love and your light and your wisdom and your commitment and your courage and all the things that it takes to walk on this planet. I look forward to talking with you again soon.